Greetings, guest. Welcome to the Patriarchy, where we explore cinema classics fueled by predictive Hollywood programming and unpack how our favorite characters in cinema got egg all over their faces. I am your commentator, Dom, and tonight we're unpacking Mea Culpa. Mea Culpa is a recent 2024 Netflix release, so be forewarned that this video does have some spoilers. The movie was written and directed by Tyler Perry and stars the lovely Miss Kelly Rowland and Trevante Rhodes. Mea Culpa is actually a Latin phrase which means my fault or I apologize. And yeah, I really didn't connect that play on words to literally anything that happened in the movie. So maybe Tyler Perry is apologizing for delivering to us this very cliche yet still unresolved plot, and you'll see how it's unresolved when you watch the film. But to summarize the plot, Mea Culpa centers around a lawyer named Mia whose in-laws despise her, so they try to set her up and actually try to off her because she decided to take the case of a jilted passport bro who was framed for murder by his girlfriend. Yeah, there's a lot going on here in this movie, but let's use this time to educate ourselves about all of the red flags in Mia's marriage and relationship. So it's obvious from the opening scene in the movie that Mia and her husband Cal have problems. They're in therapy and heated discussions, and Mia is letting her husband know she feels like he's more devoted to his mom than their marriage. Not only does Cal shut down during this conversation, he actually leaves the therapy session early because it's his mom's birthday. Cal's behavior in this moment is a clear indication that A, Mia is proven right and he does put his mom above their marriage, and B, he's not committed to further exploring this issue with Mia in therapy. Now, it's okay to have issues. We are all flawed. But when your partner is not open to discussing things that truly trouble you, it might be a sign that the relationship is a bit unbalanced and that your need to be heard and validated is not a concern of your spouse. So in the next scene, Mia shows up late to her mother-in-law's birthday dinner because she had a prior commitment, her therapy session. And the mother-in-law, who's actually pretending to have cancer, is making these very snide remarks like, well, your second wife will be on time. And she's also very openly trying to set her married son up with another woman, letting her know that him and his wife are having issues. Hello, they're having issues because of you. Anyway, Cal, Mia's husband, goes along with the rude remarks and behavior that his mom is dishing out towards his wife. Red flag number 2. For this cause, a man shall leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. Now, we don't know that this couple is in a Christian marriage. We don't openly know that. But the fact that Cal allows his mother to openly disrespect his wife is a big red flag. Family dynamics in marriages are dicey, but respect is a must. I mean, it's like the bare minimum. And any disrespect that a man sees towards his wife should be checked at the door. Mia is obviously in an unprotected marriage. This guy is not covering her. And later in the film, the audience sees just how unprotected she is. We later learn that not only does Mia have a passive-aggressive mother-in-law, but all of her in-laws are like this. Mia takes the case of a man who's charged for the murder of his girlfriend. Her husband, Cal, immediately demands that she not take the case. Why? Because her brother-in-law is the assistant DA, and so the next thing that you know, Cal's family plans this lovely family dinner just to get the scoop on Mia's new client and ultimately to try and tell her that she cannot take the case. because her brother-in-law is running for mayor and he's the one who's prosecuting the case, and if he loses, then that'll mess up his mayoral campaign. The family tries to manipulate this woman and then strong-arm her by meddling in her career decisions. Her numbers are low and Mia's got no advocates. And if you ever find yourself in a situation like this, you are in trouble. There are so many red flags in this movie, but the biggest one is her thoughtless husband. This man has been unemployed for 8 months. Why? He was an anesthesiologist and was fired for showing up to work both drunk and high. I guess the bright side is that at least he's in rehab, but he brings no income to their household. Yet he spends money on lavish gifts for his disrespectful mother. And how does he do this? It's with Mia's money, and also by selling things that Mia likes, like their piano. I know they are married, but don't ever fund a man's poor lifestyle choices. I don't know why this dude couldn't get a job doing something else in the meantime. It might not have been anesthesiology money, but at least he would have been contributing something. This is a red flag because it shows us a man who takes absolutely no issue with his woman bearing the very heavy financial load of the relationship. They are behind on bills and he's buying his mom expensive gifts. I mean, the lack of fiscal responsibility is wild. So let's switch to the final giant walking red flag, that is Zaire. So Zaire is Mia's client and he's a passport bro whose girlfriend framed him for her alleged murder. Zaire is pinned as this sexy, talented male artist trope. Whenever you see this guy, it's someone that you just have to watch out for. So let's remind ourselves that this is supposed to be a professional lawyer-client relationship. And Zaire immediately starts priming Mia with the sex talk, very inappropriately telling Mia how much he loves to please his woman. Zaire always wants to meet at his loft and never at her office because of the quote-unquote paparazzi, but we really know that it's because he wants Mia on his turf. He's very sadistic and essentially uses his sexual prowess to manipulate women in order to benefit from their relationship in some way. In Mia's case, it was so that she'd be invested in winning the case. Also, when he was an up-and-coming artist, he used this same bag of tricks on a gallery owner to get his work out. And Mia falls for it. She has a one-night affair and immediately regrets it and gets caught. But let's reiterate that it was her in-laws that set her up in the first place. If there's anything that we can learn about guys like Zaire, it's just don't. That's it. If you see this face, this body type, this demeanor, just don't. It's trouble and nothing good will come of it. So this is a very different review for me. I normally review older films and I'm not a Tyler Perry fan at all, but there was a lot of hype surrounding this movie since its release a few weeks ago. So I decided it might be fun to talk about. Let me know if you've seen this yet and your thoughts on the plot below. And if you've made it this far, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Signing off now, your friend, Dom.